Imagine being cast out, not into a cell, not into darkness, but into the void itself. In the silent frontier of space, where every breath is borrowed and every wall stands between you and oblivion, humanity has devised something far more terrifying than prison. A punishment so extreme, so final, that even the most hardened criminals fear its whisper. What happens when a space colony decides you no longer deserve to exist within its walls? The answer will change everything you thought you knew about justice and survival. 1. The moment you're declared non-existence in space law. A single command is enough to end your entire existence, not by killing you, but by erasing you. The moment you're declared non-existence in space law, you don't just lose your place in society. You lose your identity itself. In advanced deep space colonies, every human is tied into a network of life support systems, AI governance, and digital records that control access to air, food, shelter, and communication. When Exile is activated, your profile is wiped from every system simultaneously. Doors stop recognizing your biometrics. Supply drones ignore your presence. Emergency signals from your suit are silently filtered out. You are still physically alive, but legally and systemically, you no longer exist. No alerts are raised. No rescue is triggered. No record proves you are there. It's not imprisonment. It's complete social and technological disappearance in the most isolated environment humanity has ever built. 2. Exile doesn't mean leaving. It means being abandoned in a dead zone, a place so silent that even your screams never reach anyone. Exile in deep space colonies is not about being sent away. It is about being abandoned in regions where survival itself is a countdown. Instead of prison walls, offenders are transferred to dead zones, vast controlled sectors beyond colony support grids. The moment you arrive, life support links shut down. Oxygen supply is limited, communication channels go dark, and rescue protocols are permanently disabled for your location. There are no guards, no fences, no watching eyes. Just an endless, empty environment where every system that once kept you alive refuses to respond. Even your distress signals are automatically blocked by colony AI to prevent unauthorized recovery. You are not imprisoned. You are simply left behind in a place where help is engineered not to exist. In these zones, survival becomes temporary, and hope is the first thing to disappear. 3. The airlock sentence. One step outside, no way back in. One wrong decision, and the door doesn't just close behind you, it seals your entire future. The airlock sentence represents one of the most terrifying punishments imagined in deep space governance systems. Instead of confinement, the condemned are escorted to an airlock chamber where final judgment is executed in silence. The moment the cycle completes, the outer hatch opens, and there is no return protocol activated. Beyond that door lies either the vacuum of space or a hostile planetary surface, depending on the colony's location. No tracking beacon remains active, no rescue drone is dispatched, and no emergency override exists. Inside the colony, life continues as if nothing happened, while outside, survival becomes nearly impossible within minutes. There are no prison walls, no guards, no second chances. Only a single step that transforms existence into abandonment. In this system, exile is not separation from society. It is permanent removal from the possibility of coming back. 4. Worse than death, being exiled into a system that refuses to acknowledge you exist. The most terrifying disappearance isn't when you die. It's when the world keeps moving as if you never existed. Worse than death in advanced space colonies is a punishment where existence itself is denied. Once exiled, your identity is erased from every AI-controlled system that governs survival. Food dispensers reject your access. Shelter doors refuse to open. Medical scanners return no record of your presence. Even emergency networks ignore your distress signals as if they belong to empty space. You're physically still there, walking through corridors, breathing the same recycled air, but every digital layer of civilization has deleted you completely. No name, no ID, no permissions, nothing responds to your existence. Colleagues pass by without recognition, systems remain silent, and survival becomes impossible not because of danger, but because of denial. In this reality, punishment is not pain or imprisonment. It is being turned into a ghost inside a system that refuses to believe you were ever real. 5. The forgotten humans. Exiles who become ghosts of the colony network. A silence so deep it swallows your existence without a trace. The forgotten humans of deep space colonies are not dead, but something far more unsettling. They're ignored by the very systems designed to keep life alive. Once exiled, their presence fades from the colony's vast network. Sensors no longer detect them. AI systems no longer respond, and distress signals vanish into silence. They walk through corridors where doors don't open, speak into systems that don't listen, and reach for help that never arrives. Every part of the colony moves on, as if they are just empty space. This is not survival and hardship. It is survival without recognition, where existence continues, but acknowledgement disappears completely. And in the end, the scariest punishment isn't exile, it's being erased from reality itself, alive, breathing, but never acknowledged again. In the cold silence of space, humanity's justice becomes something far more terrifying than death.